Bro, if your clique is not about getting better, improving themselves, they're not about doing anything out here in life, I'ma break it to you, man. You gotta have to skip your clique. You feel me? If your clique is not about improving, I think it's about time you skip your clique. You feel me? And get the fuck out there and start, looking for a clique that is about getting better. In a sense, you feel me? Yeah, man. You can't really like hang around. You can't kick in with people who are just comfortable in life, comfortable with where they are. You feel me? Comfortable at still kicking in at their mom's cribs, their pops garage, and you expect that click to tell you something. Like, I mean, like, if really I'm not learning from you, like, one of my videos that I actually dropped, that I can't really like kick in with people who I'm not learning from, or like we are not both growing each other, or we're not improving each other in a sense. You feel me? Yeah. So if we are not really like trying to better our lives, man, I'm just cool, not being part of that association in a sense. You feel me, fellas? I've come to that level of understanding, and I've come to realize that, man, my time and energy is that valuable in a sense. You feel me? I can't really have a clique that is not headed anywhere, and expect that I will amount to anything out here in life. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. So a clique that is not improving, they're not about big ideas, they're not about one or two things as far as dreams. All they do is gossip. They gossip from the morning to till the sun falls. They're just about like literally nothing, man. All they do is just gossip about other individuals in a sense. That is not a clique you want to hang around. Feel me, fellas? You gotta look for you a better clique, a clique that is actually about getting their life better, trying to like reach for something in life. You feel me? Yeah. So for if you hang around such people, such individuals who are just gossipers, they're just caught up into looking for who did what, who did not do what. You feel me? You are gonna be one of those individuals. I mean, in a sense, because of the energy that you actually hang out in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. So you gotta look into who you kicking with, who you hang out with, what you guys talk about, what you guys discuss. You feel me? For that itself is one of the things that determine your direction out here in life. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. So be mindful of your clique, be mindful of your association, man. It's very, very crucial and very, very important. For your association is that will tell you where you're gonna be in the next probably 5 years or 10 years from now, in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. So me having let's keep my clique. I mean, like the people I grew up around, I had to like cut off a lot of people that I actually grew up around. You feel me? None of those dudes I'm actually in contact with, man. I outgrew them, or they outgrew me. It can be the other way around. I'm just cool. I just figured out myself, and where I want to be with with whatever that I want to get going in my life. You feel me? And I had to like skip them, not the wrong way. Now we share, now we hate. You feel me? But just that the fact that I felt like, man, I needed something better for my life, and that's not what they needed for their life. So I had to let them go, kick forward, and embrace what I felt like was my place out here in the world. You feel me? Yeah. So fellas, you need to look into your clique. You need to be mindful of who you're kicking with. who you spend most of your time with, who you hang out with, you feel me, for that is gonna determine where you're gonna end up, in life, in a sense, you feel me, fellas. Yeah, so be mindful of your clique, be mindful of your social circle, your associations, fellas, for it determines where you go end up in life, in a sense, you feel me. Follow me on TikTok, yo man, subscribe to my platform, and leave a comment, man. Let me know what you guys think about these insights, and I'ma see y'all in the next clip. Peace.